Now, it seems like everybody is doing a kart racing game, right? Why not? We started off with Sonic. We had a little bit of Mario. Here comes your favorite fat cat.
What's a man or a king? What's it a saying? Advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game and shoot what said as you claim it. It's that Xbox, spin the block, his legs slide. Fast talker, no riddling, moonwalking, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That much making a portrait. Gun kick back, not grannies from porches. David on the sea, you know that it's scorching. What's a man or a king? What's it a saying? Advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game and shoot what said as you claim it.
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from. I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Say what you running from, what you running from. I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted, this what you wanted, huh?
Peace and blessings, and welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. And this is a wonderful Tuesday. It's a Game Pass Tuesday, and you know what happens on Game Pass Tuesdays? Games drop in Game Pass. But if it's your first time finding the channel, well, you found your new best friend. You like Xbox, you like me, the King. And I drop videos every day, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, Fridays, we have Fight Night Fridays, and that's on our sister channel. That's on Frontline Gaming Stream. So go over there, give that thing a like, share, and sub up. But today we got a whole bunch of news. We got a whole bunch of games dropping and games to talk about. We got updates on firmware. We got where Xbox is going, and even got some rare PlayStation news on where PlayStation is going. So let's buckle in. Let's check this out, and let's talk about it. Now, I guess this needs to be talked about, but again, the performance woes on Borderlands 4 on Xbox, I'm going to tell you something. I didn't experience many of this because maybe I didn't play long enough in the game, to be honest with you. Now, Gearbox is considering field of view sliders to fix some of the problems. And noticeably, when we were playing on Destiny and other games of its ilk, first-person shooters, you have that field of view, you can put it to 120. I didn't even bother to mess with the field of view on Borderlands. Again, I didn't want to have another game of service. And it reminded me so much of Destiny. Now, they're saying that the latest problem is GPU and CPU bound, that there's a memory leak inside of it, and this is what the memory leak is doing, apparently. They said many players believe it's a memory leak. What happens is the game uses RAM, but doesn't release it back into the system when it no longer is needed. Over time, this leaves less memory available and gradually slows the game down. While restarting the game does temporarily help, some players have also found success by switching to local mode in the lobby settings. Combining this with restarting the game every couple of hours seems to reduce many of the performance problems on console until Gearbox software officially addresses the issue. Now, also noted that Borderlands 4 suffered from lag, slowdowns, and choppy textures and severe memory leaks on both the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S, and it raises the question on how the game will perform on the Nintendo Switch 2. Because remember, those console versions is out, Switch 2 version isn't out yet. Now, the biggest feature that they're upset about is the missing feature, the lack of field of view slider. And again, first-person shooters definitely need more area to see. I can understand why people are upset. Me personally, I didn't get a chance to get that level of upset with the game because I didn't get a chance to get that deep into the game to play that part, to switch, to sliders. But again, I will probably test that out so I can let you guys know. Now, I had some people hit me on Twitter and told me that I should try Skate because it's free to play. And I said, okay, I might give it a shot on Frontline Gaming streams. Skate launches on Xbox today, and they guys have the release times of the game. Now, what I like is the resurgence of skating games. From Tony Hawk to here we have Skate back. I see more interest in this. Now, maybe there was a ton of interest in it before, and me personally, I wasn't a huge skating fan. I didn't do it. Well, I did it personally when I was younger. But at the same time, when it came to the games, of course, I got the Tony Hawks and I got California Gaming and stuff like that on my Atari Lynx. But I was never truly original skateboard dude. So, listen, if you want to get a chance to play it, this is how it goes down. September 16th today. This is the times. 10 a.m. PDT, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. GMT, 6 p.m. CET, and 4 a.m. AEDT. Global times all around the world for this game. Now, apparently, this game is really, really sought after. And to have launch times for it to be posted, listen, if you're looking forward to the game, I'm happy that you're happy. I might give it a show. I might give it a try. I might show you on Frontline Gaming streams. Be playing the game. You're going to see me crashing and falling all over the place because, again, me personally, haven't been into skating games as much as the rest of you guys. Well, apparently there's a rumored PlayStation 5 showcase next week. That'll be fun. Now, if that PlayStation 5 showcase happens the next week, I get a chance to see that in Japan. Nate DeHade has now doubled down on suggesting that the imminent PlayStation 5 live stream, now claiming the digital showcase, will take place next week. Now, I guess it's supposed to be like a state of play or a PlayStation showcase. Hopefully we get a chance to see Wolverine and we get to see, well, we don't need to see any more of Ghost of Yotei with all the new trailers that they drop. Ghost of Yotei is right around the corner. I don't know if the title is in trouble, if the title isn't selling or pre-ordering like they wanted to. I think they just have to wait for the game to come out in order to see actual sales of the game, in order to actually gather the metrics around it. With PlayStation doubling down on focus on first-person shooters, first-person games, first-person experience, being the single-player experience machine, this bodes well for us because I think we're going to get a chance to see Wolverine and a lot of single-player games. They're focusing heavy on single-player games and those experiences brought to you by Sony. Hopefully next week we get a chance to see what's going on at the House of Sony. September 30th is going to be a great day. If you, like myself, has just started Alien Earth, or if you're a fan of the Alien franchises, well then a new game is about to pop up on September 30th. Alien Rogue Incursion Evolved Edition hatches surprisingly on the Xbox Series S and X consoles. The updated non-VR version of the latest first-person Alien VR game is spreading to its to all current platforms. And after the timid launch targeting VR headsets last year, Alien Rogue Incursion Evolved Edition is bringing the bug hunt to gamers without access to VR on September 30th. Now, I didn't notice this was a VR title that came out earlier on, and that lets you know how niche VR is. The last Alien game I played was Alien Isolation, and that thing was truly horrifying. Well, this one seems to put the guns back into your hands, allows you to actually combat the aliens on even footing, if you could say that is the case, with weaponry that is iconic in the Aliens universe. Check it out. With all these fanboys capping, you would have thought that the PlayStation 5 or the PlayStation itself sold more physical games. Apparently, they're in the small minority, with only 3% of the fan base purchasing physical games. Physical game sales are disappearing faster than many expected. Sony's latest report shows that they only make up 3% of the PlayStation revenue, down from 6% in 2020. That's nearly $1 billion still, but it underscores the industry move towards completely digital. Now, rumors suggest that the PlayStation 6 could include a detachable drive. Why wouldn't they? The thing costs $8 to $12 to make. They sell it for upwards to $100 and some change. They're making money hand over fist. Why wouldn't they? Giving players the choice to either be completely digital or physical, it doesn't matter to them. It's just like forcing you to get a physical tax, right? And removing the disk drive from the PlayStation doesn't lower the price. Actually, the price stays the same, if not higher. We've seen in this era that the digitals have gone up in price, which absolutely makes zero sense. Numbers still tell a story. Flexibility is the key to PlayStation 6. May not force players into digital-only gaming, but yet it shows the era of this is ending. For those who are still in love with physical copies, the hope remains. But listen, I've told you guys before, nobody gives a damn about your physical stuff. In this world where everybody wants to pick up and go, you're dragging us down. As PlayStation ever increasingly creeps to day and date on PC and going multi-device, much like Xbox, the latest update allows you to take your PlayStation 5 controller everywhere. You're able to pair your DualSense across multiple devices. Now, when your purchase links through, it's incredible. You're able to link to all your devices, use your DualSense on your laptop, on your cell phones. This is an insane proposition. Starting on September 17th, PlayStation is releasing a new PlayStation 5 software update. That changes how your DualSense wireless controller pairs with other devices. The latest updates let you register up to 4 different devices with the controller. Currently, if you wanted to set up your DualSense with a controller with a PC, Mac, or a mobile device, you will have to individually pair each time you wanted to use the controller. With this new update, the controller can be paired across multiple devices simultaneously, not giving up the freedom that you have using your PlayStation 5. The official PlayStation X account has a handy video showing exactly how it works. It's a dope proposition. Now, this is how you do it. Before we begin, the action buttons correspond to slot numbers. So triangle is, circle is 2, cross is, or X is 3, and square is 4. All right? So make sure your controller is turned off. Press and hold one of the action buttons, triangle, square, circle, or X, and the PlayStation button for 5 seconds. The light bar will flash 2 times. Turn on the Bluetooth on the device you want to pair and select and add a Bluetooth device. Select your PlayStation 5 controller from the list of detected devices. The light bar will turn on, and the player indicator lights will blink according to the slot number. There you go. Y'all are all ready to make everything your PlayStation. Well, if you were an Xbox insider, you already had access to what Microsoft and Xbox has done today. Let me tell you what they're up to. Now, Microsoft's Xbox PC app adds Steam games and access to other storefronts. Other storefronts is available. Ahead of the much anticipated Xbox ROG Ally X and Xbox ROG Ally launch, the launcher has now gave you access to games that you have installed on your PC. Microsoft has been testing this aggregated library in recent months with Xbox insiders, but now it's available on all Xbox PC app users. It's designed primarily for the new full-screen Xbox experience that will ship with these Xbox Ally devices. Asus and Microsoft has cultivated something incredible, but it also is part of Microsoft's effort to make Xbox app on Windows the home of PC gaming. Now they're encroaching on Steam, and what they want to do is put everything all in one spot. So if everything is all in one spot, then that's going to be your go-to app. Remember, much like Xbox itself with the Xbox 360 ushered in the Netflix into the home and the death of Blockbuster, Microsoft and Xbox wants to see similar results when it comes to the Xbox app. When you install a game from the supported PC storefront, it automatically appears in the My Library within the Xbox app, as well as the most recent list of titles on the sidebar, so you can jump right back into your favorite game with just a click. This is incredible. I'm telling you, Xbox is focusing on expanding where others told them not to. Now, I want to talk about a couple of games coming out to Xbox Game Pass this September. And a couple of them are notable. But I want to talk about the games that are leaving. And I need you to really get focused here. Because if you want these games or you expect these games to stick around longer, you're sadly mistaken. I suggest purchasing these games before they leave so you can have a complete library. I understand exactly what Microsoft and Xbox is doing right now, and trust me, you do not want to miss out on these games. So if you have the opportunity to get these games now, while you still get that 10% discount inside Game Pass, I suggest you do so. But coming soon, you have Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. That's coming to standard. Let me see. Overthrown, Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. Now check it out. They do have a DLC that's out, so you might really want to check that game out. Frostpunk 2, The Wobbly Life, Hades. Hades is a fantastic game. If you didn't get a chance to play Hades when it first dropped inside Game Pass, well, I suggest you try out Hades. The Endless Legend 2, Sworn, Peppa Pig, for all you guys that likes Peppa Pig, and The World Adventures, Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light. Try it. Trust me. You're going to come back to me and tell me, King, you was right. Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light. Visions of Mana is definitely going to be there. Now, the game's leaving. This is important. You have Ninja Gaiden Sigma, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, Ninja Gaiden 3, Razor's Edge, and Terraria Invicta. I'm not worrying about Terraria Invicta. Those Ninja Gaiden games, you can get them at a discount. So if you was taking it for granted that you had them before, that will not be the case on September 30th. September 30th is right around the corner. Focus in, guys. Make sure that you do what you got to do if those Ninja games means anything to you and you want to keep them in your library. Remember, any day, those games could be streamed from your library to your Asus ROG Ally X and your Asus ROG Ally. You don't want to miss out on something that you have a discount for at the moment. Now, we made it to that part in the video where we get a chance to talk about all the stuff that we did get a chance to see and what we kind of are looking forward to. Now, I wasn't looking forward to this Street Fighter movie, but after finding out 50 Cent will play Balrog, well, me personally, I'm a lifelong 50 Cent fan. The work ethic, the dedication and his commitment to excellence. He's also a video game player, and he understands more than anything that Balrog, being a character of color and a boxer inside Street Fighter, is an important role. It could be a minor role, but I'm pretty sure that he's going to maximize his screen time. With the level of transformations that I got a chance to see 50 Cent make in converting himself into Balrog, I am stoked for this film. They have a bunch of heavy hitters in this film like Jason Momoa and such. This would be an iconic film, hopefully to live up to the source material. But with that being said, let's talk about all this other stuff. Alien Isolation. Now that was dope. And now this new Aliens game looks even better. Now I am starting to watch Alien Earth, and I think this is an incredible thing. Now I didn't know that this VR game came out a minute ago. And it came out and boom. I guess it didn't hit the numbers that they wanted to. So they stripped away the input for VR and just gave it to you on pancake mode. That's what they call it, pancake mode. And now we got a chance to play that game. So on September 30th, it comes out. The game looks absolutely incredible. It's $29.95. That's a good price. And it's like 9 hours in order to complete it. So again, go check it out. You might like it. I definitely going to like it because I'm definitely going to pick it up. Won't be here. Get it when I come back. Or I could probably get it and play it over there, right? Because I get to stream anywhere. I wonder if it's a Play Anywhere title. I wonder if I can play from my library. I wonder. This is intriguing. Now, I could do something different, like buy it from Steam and play it on Steam wherever I'm at through Xbox. Do you see the level of versatility that Xbox is giving me? This is absolute madness. Now, with the state of play being talked about and Nate the Hate bringing it up, talking about next week what would be a state of play or a showcase, I struggle to see what else they can show. But again, it might highlight a lot of things. I get a chance to see more of, hopefully, Wolverine. I don't want to see more of Ghost of Yode. Maybe we get a chance to see the Venom. And I also heard that they was making like a Spider-Man 2099 with Miguel O'Hara. I think that'll be kind of dope. Listen, they have the IPs. They're doubling down on single player experiences. Hopefully that'll get them to where they need to go. But with seeing the update to the controllers and some of the firmware updates that they're pushing through with power saving mode and all that other stuff, I can see where they're pivoting to allow them to be a little bit more versatile as far as going forward with being a multi-faceted device that is able to play on other screens other than the PlayStation 5. So again, next week will let us know what that state of play or the showcase would be. I don't think it'll be a showcase, probably a spotlight or something like that. But hey, let's see what Sony has to offer. Well, this is Xbox Frontline News with your boy, The King. Like, follow, and subscribe. If you liked anything that you saw here today, I appreciate it. If you didn't, then I guess she is a sucker. But go to our sister channel, that's Frontline Gaming Streams, and sub over there so you can see me play video games daily whenever I get a chance. Now, if you're a members, we have the video of The Roses up, the review of that movie. I'm going to be doing a review of The Conjuring, Last Rites. That's going to be pretty funny. So you get a chance to check that out. Yeah, if I go check out a movie and an addict doesn't see it, I don't do an R&R. I just will post it for you guys and do a review because I go see movies every week. So I'll definitely talk about it with you guys. This week we go to see Demon Slayer. We will definitely have an R&R about that with Lord Addict, myself, and Cognito talking about that movie. So again, This is your boy. Now, what I want you to do is what I do always. I want you to go where gamers game and winners win. And try to play the Game Pass.